had to have it take place over 3 years because we had to give him experience.
Okay.
You know, he can't just go straight into battle and have you believe that he's, you know, doing all these things. So we had to give him his World War II, you know, battle experience. But we shot the film in the UK entirely, and even the American stuff. And one thing I wanted to do on this was to shoot the film with the way they might have shot it in the 40s. I don't want it to be perceived as a film made in the 40s, but in the 40s they did not have long lens telephoto lenses. You know, we shot the whole thing. Most of the film was shot on a 17 and 21 millimeter lens. Oh, wow. And what that does is for one thing, it opens the movie up. You can't hide from it. You know, we shot a lot of it on a 14, where you're seeing virtually the whole world. And I think that it tells audiences that there's something different about this. You know, whether they say this, nobody's going to say, gee, this feels like a movie shot in the 40s, but it tells you that something is different about it. You know, we didn't use any long lenses at all.
Look at that. He's making me cry. Hodge passed every test we gave him. He's big, he's fast, he obeys orders, he's a soldier.
He's a bully.
You don't win wars with niceness, Doctor. You win wars with guts. Grenade! Oh, get away! Get back!
Dummy grenade.
Is this a test?
I liked the early stuff, all the early stuff, where it's just kind of him without heavy stakes. You know, throughout the film, there are obviously scenes that require heavy emotional choices because the stakes are so high. But in the beginning, you want to establish who he is to the audience when things are in neutral, and those are the moments when I think you establish who Steve is. I liked the scene in the car with Peggy. I liked the scene in the beginning with Bucky. And anytime he's kind of skinny, just behaving, you kind of get a sense of who this guy is when he's walking around as it, you know.
Rather than rehearsals, we did more read-throughs, and we shared our opinions, I think, which was really nice about, like, well, this scene is interesting. I don't know. I feel like maybe we need a scene that can say that. Maybe we need this. Maybe this one actually takes away from the action of the film. It felt like the movie constantly needed to be going, you know, and it had to move. It's an action movie, so it needed that. So there was a lot more, you know, involvement from all of us in terms of creating the script the right way, and sometimes you don't get the actors to do that.
I took the liberty of coming up with some options. This one's fun. She's been fitted with electrical relays that allow you to...
What about this one?
No, that's just a prototype.
What's it made of?
Vibranium. It's stronger than steel and a third the weight. It's completely vibration absorbent.
How come it's not standard issue?
That's the rarest metal on Earth. What you're holding there, that's all we've got.
You quite finished, Mr. Stark? I'm sure the captain has some unfinished business.
What do you think?
Yes, I think it works.
In my early talks with Joe, it was very important that although it's a superhero film and it's action-packed, that there is a central, very strong, genuine love story running throughout the whole thing. And but also, it takes time to evolve. It's not just scene 2 and there's the token love scene of a film. It's more subtle than that. And I think that therefore it's the slow burn. It's kind of what leads up to the first kiss, which is so thrilling. You know, when you're attracted to someone, and it's the anticipation of what could come. So we focused on that and made sure that it was in looks more than in words, and I think that we took our time with that.
Well, we haven't decided if a sequel would take place in the 40s again, if it would be another one of his wartime adventures, or if it would be contemporary. You know, I think we'll probably wait and see how the movie does and how Avengers does, because Avengers is next, you know, and they're shooting that now. But you know, the main thing is that it have a good story. I mean, I'm less concerned about the period that it have a story as rich as this one. You know, as sort of multi-layered as this.